Welcome to Simply Blessing. This is a show that is here to inspire you so that you can be inspiration to others. Today, I have a very special show for you, and it's beading. Before we go into making of beads tonight, into the making of earrings, bracelets, and necklaces, I would like to share with you briefly the history of beads. Beads making has come a very long way. It has been used by people even in ancient times, the Africans most especially, for different occasions, and different materials are being used. There are beads that are wooden beads, there are some that are glass beads, and even Swarovski beads which are made from glass, and they are used for artistic purposes. You can use them on your clothes, on your shoes, on your belt. The use of beads is endless, and I know that from what you are going to learn tonight, you are going to be a blessing to someone. And a lot of people out there, they want to know more about making of beads. As you watch this channel, as you watch this show, Simply Blessing, because I'll be covering different areas of bead making and the making and using of beads for different things like bags, shoes, as time goes on. But tonight we're just going to cover about earring, bracelets, and necklaces, and I'm sure you are going to be blessed tonight. Now let's go on with bead making. To be able to make your beaded jewelry, there are tools that are needed for this purpose, and that is what I'm going to tell you now. For instance, this one, this is the combination plier, and also in the middle you can use it as a cutter, and also you can also use this as the flat head plier. And you can use it to put your beads in place. For example, you can use it like this. Or if you need to cut, this one is the head. This one is the head pin. So for example, you need this cutter to cut it. You just do like this, and then you cut. And another thing you need, apart from your plier, you need your thread. There are different types of thread. For example, this is the nylon thread that is mostly used because they are very strong, and you will not lose your work, and things will not just fall apart when you are using them. So this is the nylon thread. Another thing that you also need, you need your head pin if you want to do your earring. This is the head pin, the head. It is called head pin. So you need the head pin. The head pin. Another thing that you also need is your cream. I know it looks very tiny, but this is the cream that you use to put everything in place. Because for example, if you use your threads and you put through the beads, you put your beads in there, you will need your cream with your jump ring. So here is the jump ring, but you will need this cream to go with that. Without it, everything will fall apart. So it is very important, though it looks very tiny. I have used this one, for example, for this. That is it here. That is the cream. So it's needed when you are doing your bracelets, when you are doing your necklace. Another thing that is also needed is your clasps. There are different type of clasps, just like this one. You can use this clasp, or you can use this other type of clasp. There are different types of clasps. Some are big, they come in different sizes, you know, to help you to put your necklace and your bracelets together. This one is also another type of clasp that you can use for both hands when you are doing your bracelet or you are doing also your necklace. So it's very important that before you do your earring or before you do your necklace, you must have all the tools that is needed. The plier, you need your jump, you need your jump ring, you need your cream, you need your head pin. As we go further, you will see the need for the head pin. Another thing that you also need, depending on what you are doing, there is what we call separators, or we call them because they are used, you know, to separate your beads and to also to make them to come out very nice and very attractive. So for example, we have this one which is called the ring stone. Ring stone is used to space as spacers, or we call them separators or spacers, that goes between the beads. Also it stops them also from breaking, and also to tighten everything together. And talking about creams, there are different sizes and different colors of creams. For example, you can see these two, they are different, their size is different, and some of them they look very golden, and some of them not too golden but a bit dark or brown. And some of them can be silver. So it depends on what you are about to do and the color of your beads. And also another thing that you also need when you are doing your beads are the seed beads, these small beads. For example, I've used this seed bead for this bracelet, as you can see here. Let me take this off so you can see it very well. Here is the seed beads. They are also used, you know, to make your beads to stand out. And you can see the jump ring. So there are different type of jump ring, like this one, they are double, just to make it stronger. And you have your clasps there, and there are your beads. And you see the seed beads, you can see between the bigger beads. So dear viewers, I'm sure you are beginning to understand some of the things that we need for making beads. And I'm going to go to the next part of this bead making. Yeah, dear viewers, we are going to continue with the bead making now. I'm going to show you how to make the earring. So this earring is already made, but I'm going to show you how I was able to make this. So what you need and how to make it. So to be able to make the second part, to complete this earring set, you need this Swarovski beads. You need this fish hook, and also you also need this holder to put it in place. For example, if I am to put this in there, it will not be able to stay. And so what I need this holder to put it in place. So in order to do that, all you do, you put it through, there are two holes there, you put it through the hole, and you don't want it to come off. As you put it through the hole, then you use your plier. This is the round nose plier, and you use it to push it in. But be careful so you don't break it, because this is metal and also the bead is glass. Yeah, so you put it in, you tighten up a little bit. So now you check and make sure it's not coming off. So now you use your fish hook. You have to use your round nose plier to open it, and then hang it in there, and then use your round nose plier to close it up, and that's it. So we have completed that earring set. So now we're going to be doing the bracelet. This bracelet is already done. In order for you to be able to make this bracelet, you need to be able to count the number of beads that are used. For example, these Swarovski beads, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you will need 10 of the Swarovski beads. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you also need this pearl bead. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. So now you need the round glass pearl beads. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. You can use any beads. I'm just using this as an example. You can use any. It can be brown, it can be black beads, it can be blue, but I'm just using this as an example. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you know that you've got the beads ready, but at the same time you will need also the clasps. So here is the clasps, and as I said, the cream to hold everything in place. The cream can be silver, it can be gold. So for this demonstration, let me use gold for instance. Gold. Those are creams, so you need creams for both ends. That is the cream there, and then there's the other one there to put it in place. Then you need your jump ring. The jump ring are these small ones here, so I need 2 jump rings. Jump ring. Because I'm going to use gold cream, it's better I use gold jump ring. So I'm going to use this one. Now we are ready to go. So now you need your thread. Get some of the thread now. So you can measure, but sometimes you will know roughly, the threads that you will need, the length of the thread that you need. So for instance, but it's better, when you are doing approximately, it's better to let it be longer, so instead of it not being enough. So now I'm sure this one should be enough. more than enough for the bracelets. So you cut it with your combination plier. Make sure when you're cutting you use also your hand to support it, so that it's not on your face, because it can be dangerous. So now we are ready. Now get your crimps. Put in your crimps on one side. Now you are going to bring it out from the other side. So put it through that hole, the hole on your clasp. Throw it out until it is tightened. So you're trying to tighten everything. So now you are going to use your plier for your crimp to tighten everything on the thread before you start to thread your bracelet. And now you start beading. So for example, from this design, the first beads is the Swarovski. So you put in the Swarovski, and then you put in your beads and another Swarovski. You have to follow the pattern, and then the pearl, the Swarovski again, then the round, and your Swarovski. And sometimes if you are not sure, you have to check to be sure you have not made any mistake. So for example, you can see, and also it will make you to know exactly where you are. So we're already here. So the next bead I needed is this bead, so I'm going to put it in. Put it in again, followed by Swarovski, and then the round pearl, another Swarovski, another round pearl, another round Swarovski, pearl. We're almost done. So also make sure I've not made any mistake. There you go. Check. So you can see it's taking the same shape. So for example, you can see, you compare there. So also in case there's a mistake, you just quickly remove the beads, the wrong bead, and put in the right one. So don't do it in the oven, so that you make sure you have done everything right. There's one there, 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 there. This one round. Oh, sorry, of course. This the up on there. So it's all part of beading. Please don't be discouraged in case you are trying this at home and maybe everything's on the floor. It's all part of it. As they say, practice makes perfect. You just keep doing it. Almost done with the bracelet now, but I have to double check and make sure. You make sure that everything is perfect before you close the other end, because after that you will have to start everything all over again. So now here's what I've done. There you go. Beads. Okay. There. You know there's a mistake, you have to correct it. Sometimes it's good to make a mistake and correct it, so that is how you learn. Then I'll put the Swarovski. Go. Okay. So also, you can also know when you have done it right or wrong. So this is perfect. So now, when you finish, you have to now close the end of your bracelet just as you began from here, but you will not need to use that clasp. All you will need is just the jump ring and the crimps. So cut out, give some space, and then cut off most of the extra thread, but you give enough space for the jobbing and the crimps. So now you need the jump ring, you need the crimps, you make sure you put your thread through the crimps again to tighten it against your jump ring. Yeah. So see what I've done? So now I will have to press down the crimp to tighten the jump ring so that everything will be in place and is firm. There you go. Now cut off your extra thread. So here's your plier, your jump ring. So this is the one we just made, and that is the one. You can see they are both the same. So now we're going for the last one, which is the necklace. You know, there are different lengths when we come to necklaces. When you want to do a choker, that you know, some of the necklaces like as if it's choking your neck, so that is where they got the name choker from. You know, it's very tight on your neck. It's called choker. You know, for that one you need just not very long. The length does not need to be very long. You know, 14 inches is enough for that one. And then there is the normal one, which is 16 inches, or if you want it to be longer, it can be 18, or even if you want it to be longer than that, it can even get to, you know, and even to your belly button, maybe 24 inches. So we're going to be doing the necklace. The necklace, as I see the necklace and the bracelet, is that the necklace is the longer version of your bracelet. There's no much difference. So if you know how to do your bracelet, then you will know what to do when it comes to your necklace. You just have to do the same. You just go through the same process. It's just that this time it just have to be longer. So for example, you can have your beads ready. And then you need your clasps, you need your crimps, we call it crimp, that is C-R-I-M-P, but with the S at the end, crimps. And you need your jump ring. So you can use, you can use silver or you can use gold. It depends on your choice. The most important is that you use the findings. These are called findings. The jump ring, your cream, they are all called findings. Your thread, everything together for your beads, they are called the findings. Apart from your plier, they're all findings. You get your thread, and you see these beads, they are very little beads in between, the separators, which are seed beads. So you need some seed beads. But when you are doing it, make sure you have more than enough. But for this example, I'm just gonna use very few, just to let you know, the process of doing the beads. So these are some of the beads, the seed beads, the beads you can use as separators. We're going to be doing the necklace. Yeah, so now there is the clasps, and we need the threads, it's possible it's just gonna be just a choker. Once you know how to do the choker, you can do your long. It's just matter of the length. So yeah, you cut your thread, sometimes you can double your thread, but for this I'm just going to be using the single thread. But it's possible also for you to double your thread if you are not too sure, because you don't want to finish doing it and everything fall apart. So but this thread is thick enough, it's not too light, it's very thick. That's why I'm just using the single one. So now I'm going to take my clasps. For this, because we have used gold, we can use gold for the necklace as well. You put it through the hole. Also remember your jump ring, and also you need your golden crimps. I know they are very small, but they're very important to put everything in place to make it very thin. So now you're going to take your thread through the crimps again, through the jump ring, through the hole, and try to tighten everything up until everything's in place. Before, it's more or less like using your thread to tie up your crimp against your jump ring. So where the hole is open, you use your plier to be sure it's closed. Tighten it. There you go. So now you cut off the extra thread before you start putting in your beads. So here is the seed beads. You put in your seed beads first. Yeah. Now you put your silver, your cream, so your pearl, so you just follow the same pattern. So I'm just going to put few just to show you an example, and then we will. Put your seed bead, put your spacer again, you continue on the same pattern until you get to the end, and then you're gonna so you continue with the same. If you find out that the thread will be too long, instead of it being on the way, you can cut it. So I'm gonna cut some off now. Yeah, so you continue until you some seed beads can be very small, so you can use the bigger one, but they're all the same seed beads because they come with different sizes. So now I'm going to show you how to close it. You continue with the same pattern until you get to the end, and then you add the 3 beads, the 3 seed beads at the end. Sometimes you may not have to put a seed bead at the end. It's just this is the design. So this is the end of your necklace. So now you have to finish it up with your jump ring and your cream. You put your cream first, you put your jump ring, and then you take your thread and put it through the cream again. at the other side so that it's tightened against your jump ring. Your jump ring is this round golden one. Finally, so there is a jump ring, so I'm going to put it through the clamps now. Go. You tighten it, make sure it's tight enough but not too tight so it doesn't break. Keep going, keep going. You're almost there, almost there. Keep going, almost there. Keep pushing it down and taking the extra thread until you get to the end. You're almost there. So why you have to do this is so to prevent extra thread showing when you finish your necklace. I know doing beads can take a lot of patience, but it's worth doing. So now, there you go. So all you have to do now is to use your round plier to press down your thread against the jump ring. Then cut off the extra thread. And then anytime you finish with your necklace, you open it and that's it. So but by the time you are doing it, you can do 16 inches, 20 inches, but that is how to do your necklace. So what we've done today, we've covered the easiest way of making your earring. We've done also the bracelet and also the necklace. Before we go, I would like to show you how to use your head pin. These are your head pin. Head pin are mostly used for your drop earring. So you can use, for example, you can do a earring to go with what you've just done by using your head pin. All you have to do, you can just put in the beads. You want to put the seed bead in between. Seed bead. Yeah, there you go. Now you may decide to use both beads because they are of different color. It's like this. And then use your cutter. You can use your cutter. So give some space. Now you use your round plier. Push it in. Like that. So if you have a gold, because this is gold, so if you have your gold fish hook, you can use it. So for example, because this is both gold and also silver, you can use any one that you have available. So for example, I'm going to use this silver fish hook. Put it in and close it up. You know, so you can do two use two of the earth pin to make your own earring. You have learned a lot today about making your own earring, your bracelets, and your necklace. So God bless you. By God's grace, next week I'll be here with more of simple blessing, more of things to bless you, so that you can be inspired, so that you can be a blessing to others. So I will encourage you to take your time and go through go through what you have learned and do something. And you can also get in touch with me if you go to my website, blessingolubanjo.org, www.blessingolubanjo.org. You can go to the contact page and contact me. You can send me a message if you want to know more, or if this program today has been a blessing to you. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with me. Until next week, it's bye for me, your host, Blessing Olubanjo. God bless you. Bye.